Hello and welcome to A Genteel Black Hole, the home of my bookish rambles. My name's Ali, and what is it about books? That's the question that Mark from Book Ramble has posed in his new tag video. It's just one question: what is it about books? What do we love about them? And he very kindly tagged me in his video, so I'll put a link to his original video so you can see his own take on the question. And I thought I would do my best to give mine. But before I start, one book that I think probably answers the question better than I ever could is Portable Magic by Emma Smith. I've already recommended her book on Shakespeare on this channel before, and I recommend this one as well. It's a history of books as objects, and yeah, it's a really interesting read. I did prefer her Shakespeare book, I have to say, but yeah, I do think she answers this question better than I could. But anyway, I'll give it my best shot. So, as well as books, I am also a big collector of movies and music. I am a musician myself, so obviously music is very important to me. And I think the main way that books differ so greatly from both film and music as art forms is the fact that music and film, TV, all of those, they all impose their own time frame on the viewer or listener. They last exactly as long as they last, and everyone will experience them at the same rate. If a song lasts 3 minutes, it lasts 3 minutes for everyone. If a film lasts 2 hours, that's how long it lasts. I know you can pause it and everything, but the actual experience of watching through the film lasts specifically that length of time, no more, no less. They are temporal art forms, whereas the reader has a more personal relationship with a book. You aren't a passive member of the audience. You read at your pace. The book doesn't keep going when you stop to ponder a sentence or work out how you feel about something. It waits for you, and it takes every reader a unique amount of time to process, to read, to experience a book. It kind of feels more collaborative. You're collaborating with the author to come to your own understanding of their words, as opposed to a film or a song that, yes, you are collaborating with those creators as well, but they are dictating the speed at which everything happens. And if you kind of tune out, it just goes on without you. Whereas books don't do that. I think the other difference is books as a physical object are self-contained. All of the DVDs and CDs on my shelves, the actual thing, the item itself, the disc, is inside a box. You touch the disc as little as possible because you don't want to get fingerprints on it, or if it's vinyl, you don't want to scratch it, get dust in it. But books, you physically hold them. You have that direct connection with them when you read them. You don't put it in a player and then sit back and let it wash over you. You are holding the book as you read it. I think that is unique of certainly any art form I can think of. You don't hold a painting or a sculpture to look at it. And then in terms of storytelling, I think the way that books differ from films and TV is, again, you're not a spectator. You're It's more immersive, and you are more likely to be given a kind of a deeper insight into a character's experiences within the story. It's not a case of like watching an actor's performance and interpreting how they must feel based on what they're saying and how they're behaving. The author is more likely to straight up tell you what they're thinking, what they're feeling. You can't smell or feel or taste anything in films, at least not unless it's a smell-o-vision film, which that never really caught on. But an author will give you those sensory details that immerse you more fully in a world, in a story, in someone's experiences, and I think that is unique of any art form that I'm aware of. Another thing I appreciate about books, just as objects, is their design is often much more pleasing than the spines of DVDs when they're lined up on the shelves, because DVDs will have so many logos on the spine as well as the title of the film. You've got the logo of the distributor, you've got the age rating if you're in the UK at least. You've got the format, whether it's DVD or Blu-ray, and it's just kind of information overload. Whereas a book spine will just have author, title, and publisher. And that's all the information I want. It's much neater. It's much more pleasant to look at, all lined up on the shelf. So that's another tick in the column for books. I'm sure there's much more I could say on the subject, but that's about as much as my brain will let me do today. So I will just leave it here for now. And I'd also like to tag a few people. Obviously, there's no pressure if you don't feel like answering this, but also just consider this recommendations for these people's channels. So I would like to tag Aaron from Aaron Read a Book or Aaron Read a Book, Mark from The Book Thing, and Becca from Read Becca. So if any of you fancy answering this very wide open question, then yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And even if not, yeah, keep up the good work. I enjoy all your channels. And that's about it from me today. So I will see you when I see you.